If you have the ability to reduce the risk for your money partners or your investors, you're going to have a lot easier time funding your flip that you just found. The 3 F's: find it, finance it, and flip it. So we're going to go over this property that I'm at right now in Sugar House, Utah. It's at about 17th South and 15th East. We've owned this one for about 8 weeks now. And so we're going to go over the 3 F's on this one and hopefully some takeaways that you can use in locating and finding and financing and flipping your next property. So the first F, finding it. This home was sourced through my network. Actually was a borrower and another real estate investor that had this house under contract. Staying in contact with him, networking, he mentioned that it was going to be available and if I wanted it, and I said yes. And I said yes because we're being intentional right now that we want to find a certain amount of new flips each month to keep our business going, to not do too many that we get bogged down, but that we have enough going to keep our contractor busy, all of our vendors, our suppliers, so that we can keep getting the best prices and keep a flow going and a rotation in all of our properties. So that's why we found it or decided to look for it. And that's how we found this flip. So networking. Networking is the key on this one. We didn't do any marketing to sellers. We didn't find this one on the MLS. It was 100% off-market networking deal. So your network matters because inside of your network are deals. So be thinking about that as we go along in this video, and we'll challenge you at the end to reach out to your network to find your next deal. Financing on this one was relatively easy as one of my investors, I knew he had extra money that came back. We didn't have a home for it on another loan. We didn't have another flip. So I put a little bit of money down to make it an easy yes for him to say yes to a good property at a good loan to cost. Now, a note on this. I think if I would have gone to my investor and said, hey, I need you to do 100% plus all the rehab, maybe wouldn't have had as easy as a time getting the money. So if you have the ability to reduce the risk for your money partners or your investors, you're going to have a lot easier time funding your flip that you just found. So we're on a theme of 3 F's today. So the key with this property is when we're talking about flipping it is going to be in the layout. So this home's about 2,000 square feet, just a little under 2,000. So it's not very big and it's a rambler. It's one of these cottages, sugar house bungalows, however you want to define it, where you've got about 900 to 1,000 square feet up, about 1,000 square feet down. It originally started as a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Now we've done enough houses in and around this area with these somewhat smaller homes that I think we know what people are looking for. So there's a concept that I've learned from one of my mentors, Joe Polish, who says, sell people what they want to be sold. And so in this case, it may not be the layout that I would want, or it might not be the layout that would work in, say, a different part of town. But for this market, when you look at comps and when you look at what's selling, what people want and what's going to sell here is bigger bedrooms, a primary bathroom, bigger family room space, an open concept, and less bedrooms. Now, by less bedrooms, I don't mean only have one. In this house, we actually ended up with 4, and you'll see from the after videos and the before videos, what we did was we converted the 2 bedrooms, 1 bath upstairs to a really pretty good size primary bedroom with its own walk-in closet, master shower or primary shower, and vanity area, as well as a half bath for guests or people so they don't have to go into the bedroom. And then downstairs, you'll see we removed the chimney bricks that were there that went all the way to the ceiling and into the roof. So we cleared out the main area of the basement family room so that it was all big and open. And then we were still able to get 2 bedrooms in the front of the house in the basement and then 1 bedroom in the corner. So we have 3 bedrooms, 1 bath in the basement, a pretty good sized family room, again, given the space of the home, and the 4th bedroom, which is the primary bedroom upstairs. So in summary, we still ended up with a 2,000 square foot home with 4 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2 pretty good size family rooms, both upstairs and downstairs. And then as you'll see behind me, a very open concept from the front of the house to the back of the house with the kitchen in the rear. So we had to open up some of the walls. Nothing was really structural other than in the basement. So it made it really easy. So sometimes on these smaller houses, when you know your market, you got to get kind of like where we're spending the bulk of our time on this property is in the layout. Because the other part of the flip that's super important in this neighborhood is your finishes, your colors, your tile, your fixtures. And so we're not that smart. I think I have a pretty good taste for what looks good, but we're all in the copy game. So we went out and researched a few other successful flips that people have done in the neighborhood, found out what colors they used, because again, sell people what they want to be sold. People are okay with trendiness. They're okay having one house look like your neighbors. In fact, if you look around, most people in your network and in your social circle dress like you, have the same hairstyles as you. So why wouldn't they be okay having the same paint or cabinet color as you? So we're no different. We basically borrowed, stole, copied, however you want to call it, the ideas from another house. It's one less thing to think about. And then you just need to execute. But the skill I'm hoping that will prove in a payoff for us was going through and figuring out the most optimal layout given the scarcity of the space for this home. So I am super stoked to see how this one turns out. Whenever I'm in a flip and I can kind of like, I could move here, I could live here, I could totally live here, and it's about half the size of my current home. So layout is so important in the flip. And again, don't bog yourself down with decisions that can otherwise be found or made for you based off of what someone else has done. Copy, as long as it was a good job that someone did. Copy. There's no original ideas here. But the art and skill of this house is in the layout. So to summarize on our three flips, our three F's on this house is we found it through our network. We financed it, again, through existing contacts. We made it easy for them by not having them think that they're risking more than what they wanted to by us putting a down payment and paying for all the rehab. Now, we could certainly borrow. I know some people are limited in their what you call your gap funding or your down payment or your rehab money. That's okay. Someone that's willing to lend you that or partner with that expects a different level of risk. But to get that first lien position or the purchase money, make it easy on them. In fact, go one extra step and paint the full picture for them of what it's going to look like. Send your design board to them. Make them feel like they're going to be protected because they can see where the value of the property is going. And be very clear. Confusion, decisions don't like confusion. Clarity likes confidence. Confidence likes clarity. So if you can tee it up so that it's easy for people to say yes, you're going to get that flip financed a lot easier. And then the third F is flip it. We talked about that. Layout was super important. Don't overthink some of the things that someone else has already done the work for and proven that work. Copy where you need to copy. And those are the three F's. So we're always looking for more flips ourselves. So if you have one that you maybe think we could turn into a gem, let us know. If you need help with financing, let me know. Or if you just want to run through your deal and talk through it and get, help or suggestions, reach out as well. We're here to help, and we'll give you a follow-up video on this one later to show you how it turned out. But in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed the befores and the current ones, and get after it and make it a great day.